Senior Varsity here at the park. JV team for Waterloo is 3-3 on the season. Their last game, they fell to the Poinette Pumas last week Thursday by a score of 5-2. They were pretty much stymied by the starting pitcher for the Pumas, who pitched 6 strong innings, striking out 17 of the 18 outs. So he was tough to deal with. Waterloo unfortunately left the bases loaded in the top of the 7th. Had a chance to come back a little bit in that game, but fell up a little bit short with a couple of the relief pitchers that the Pumas used. The Whippets come into this game only playing 1 game all season. They've had 3 canceled already and 1 rescheduled. That 1 game they played was on Monday, the 14th of April. They took a loss to Broadhead, Judah, 11-5. And we'll get started here. And we'll set the defense here for you for Waterloo. Aiden Arians on the mound for the Pirates. Behind the plate, Ryan Hunter. First to third, first baseman is Avery Peachy. Second baseman, AJ Unzueta. At short, Leo Rodriguez. And at third, Luis Perez Garcia. In the outfield, in left is Chase Ring. Center field is Wyatt Toy. And in right field is Emmanuel Granados. There are 4 Waterloo players on the bench who are expected to see action relatively quickly in this game. Batting order for the Whippets. Up first, Aranda. Second is Jacek Agnoski. Batting third, Brady Friend. Up fourth, Hayden Armstrong. Fifth is Gavin Smith. In the 6th hole, Colton Hilgen. Batting 7th, Jacob Miller. In the 8th, Miles Charlo. Batting 9th, Johnny Escobar. And Whitewater will be using the extra hitter batting 10 in the lineup. And batting 10th is Micah Cartwright. Once again, that batting lineup is Aranda, Agnoski, Friend, Armstrong, Smith, Hilgen, Mueller, Charlo, Escobar, and Cartwright. And Aranda will take his spot in the batter's box. And we will be to live action here. Arian's first pitch is taken for a strike. And Arian's second pitch just misses the inside corner, even now at a ball and a strike. Missed up high. And that was way inside. And that misses up high. So after the opening pitch strike, 4 straight balls, and the Whippets have their leadoff batter aboard. Brings up Jacek Agnoski. Peachy holding the runner on in first, only about a step lead. He's out there. Hunter unable to corral that outside pitch. Almost looked like Arians called a pitch out on his own. And somehow Hunter didn't get the sign or whatever, but with the Whippets now have a runner in scoring position with a bunt coming forward, and he offered, even now at a ball and a strike. Peachy playing up on the grass. No bunt sign this time, and a liner out to left. Gonna fall in front of Granados. Gets the ball in. And runners on the corners for the Whippets with nobody out in the top of the first. Brings up Brady Friend. Let's see if they remain aggressive on the base paths and take off with the first pitch here. Only about a step and a half lead over there. He holds and pitches up high, ball one. Wind blowing in from left. 10 to 15 miles an hour. Not blowing in from left, blowing westerly, excuse me, that would be blowing in from right. So nothing going to get carry out there. Don't know if the wind affected that last hit, and that is a tapper foul and out of play. One and one the count to Friend. Brady takes off, popped up, and Hunter is going to be under it and will catch that. Throws over to first for the double play. So Hunter, all he had to do was turn around. He was able to stay on the clay and catch that one. And the Whippets runner was already at second on that one. Foul ball, he couldn't go anywhere. So not sure why he took off, but 2 quick outs now. And still a runner on third for the Whippets. And that hits the bottom of the zone to Armstrong. He's behind 0-2. Hayden Armstrong, the cleanup batter. And Arians with a curveball bounces in there. Good stop by Hunter. And it's 1-2. And that is down low and off of Hunter's glove and foot and over the white line. And that is out of play, allowing the run to score. And the Whippets take a 1-0 lead. 2-2 pitch coming up. And swung on and missed. And get out of the inning. But a leadoff walk comes around to score. And through a half inning of play, Whitewater 1, Waterloo coming up. Go through the Waterloo lineup here for you. Leading off is Wyatt Toy. In the 2-hole, Aiden Arians. Batting third, A.J. Unzueta. In the cleanup spot, Avery Peachy. Batting 5 is the catcher, Ryan Hunter. Number 6 in the lineup is Emmanuel Granados. Batting 7th, Luis Perez Garcia. Batting 8th, Chase Ring. And in the 9-hole, Leo Rodriguez. Once again, that is Toy, Arians, Unzueta, Peachy, Hunter, Granados, Garcia, Ring, and Rodriguez. We will set the Whippet defense for you. On the mound, Jacek Ignaski behind the plate, putting his catcher's gear on, who just recorded the third out of the inning, Hayden Armstrong. First to third at first, Christian Aranda. Second base is Johnny Escobar. Shortstop, Brady Friend. Third base, Gavin Smith. Your outfield from left to right, Micah Cartwright in left. Center field is Colton Hilgen. And your right fielder is Miles Sherrow. So unfortunate to allow that first run in the first inning. Those opening inning walks are going to come back to bite you, and in this case it actually did. And I'm hoping that the Pirate batters don't get it in their head that they're facing a lefty. Troubles last season facing left-handers both at the varsity and the junior varsity level. As Coach Setz is standing next to me, states that varsity will be also facing a lefty when they take on Cambridge here tomorrow. But that's another day, that's another story. And we are in the bottom of the first here with the Pirate JV team against the Whitewater Whippets. And the first pitch to Wyatt is tap foul and out of play. He's behind 0-1. Oh, thank you. You bet. And Toy was able to fight off that curveball. And he's behind 0-2. Toy leaves that one alone at the bottom. Right at his feet inside the batter's box. Still behind 1-2. And that pitch misses outside. Even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield plays Toy straight away. Curveball misses up high. That was a 50-mile-an-hour curveball. Compared to what this team was seeing last week Thursday in Poynette with the JV pitcher hitting 75 on a fastball, they must think this is nothing. So Toy starts in an 0-2 hole and draws a walk. So Toy, the runner on first, brings up Aiden Arians. One of the few sporting short sleeves today. Toy holds, and the pitch is in there for a strike. 22-2 is the call from Coach Merkel over at third. Toy is going to be picked off. And back to second. Oh, an early throw. And Toy is going to be tagged out at second base. So a 1 to 3 to 4 to 3 to 4 put out if you score along at home. Toy is retired. And 1 out with nobody on. And an 0-1 count to Arians. And a shot up the middle, too short. And on to first. And Arians is retired. 6-3 on the putout. 2 outs. Brings up Unzweta. Playing second base today. And that is up high. Gotta watch the move from the left-handers. That is down low and back to the fence. Peachy waits on deck. He will retrieve that one. Two 2-0 the count to Unzweta. And that drops low. 3-0. 3-0 count. Does he have the green light? I would say this bat is glued to his shoulder, but we shall see. And takes low, ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning, but only 1 remains.
Said your mic's garbly.
Brings up Avery Peachy. And over to first, and Unzueta is back in time. Unzueta only with about a step lead over there. Pitch is coming home. Peachy with a grounder straight up the middle to second. That's just going to get through, and instead of taking the easy out at second possibly, Peachy is out anyway on the throw to first. By a half a step, Peachy is thrown out. So 3 outs for the Pirates, and they are retired in their half of inning number 1. Heading to the top of the second, it is the Whippets 1 and the Pirates nothing. So in case you're wondering what a whippet is, I didn't necessarily have to look it up, but I did think it was a smaller breed of greyhound, but it's actually its own breed itself. They are able to run about 35 miles an hour and jump about 9 feet in the air. Perhaps any of the older listeners can remember Ashley Whippet, the dog from the mid-70s. It came into prominence when he got snuck into a Monday night baseball game. We can talk about that in a little bit, but first pitch from Arians in the top of the second is in there for a strike at 76. And swung on and missed. That one was 79 on the gun. Fastest one today that he's thrown. And Arians ahead 0-2. Curveball up high. 1-2 the count. And swung on and missed. So Arians with his first strikeout of the game. Brings up Colton Hilgen, the center fielder. And that is swung on and missed. Need to write down the Whitewater's jersey numbers here. That's in there for a strike. He's quickly ahead of 0-2. Arians delivers and hits the outside corner. So 2 quick outs for Arians in the second inning. Brings up Jacob Miller, who is the extra hitter. Whitewater batting 10. There's another one right down the middle. That one is at 80. So Arians ahead 0-2. I'm guessing fastball. And there it is, swung on and missed. So his only miss there in that inning was a curveball he tried to hit on 0-2 with the first batter. And basically, Arians said, enough of that, I'm just throwing fastballs. And the side is retired. So through an inning and a half, it's Whitewater 1 and Waterloo nothing. Due up for the Pirates. In their half of inning number 2, 5, 6, and 7 hitters Ryan Hunter, Emmanuel Granados, and Luis Perez Garcia. So as I was talking earlier about a Whippet, maybe you recall Ashley Whippet from the mid-70s. Basically was the dog that invented the whole Whippet Invitational for Frisbee catching. His owner snuck him into a nationally televised baseball game. This is back in '75. It was actually a Monday night game out in Los Angeles. They were hosting the Cincinnati Reds. And I don't remember which inning it was, but Ashley Whippet's owner actually took, I believe it was a him, out to the field and started throwing frisbees. The crowd was amazed so much. In fact, the announcer for that game, Joe Garagiola, was announcing that for like the next 8 minutes before he got arrested and carted off the field. So that is how the Whippet dog got into prominence, at least from this announcer. Hunter's first pitch is up high, a ball. And bounces in there low. 2-0. I think the Pirates might be better served to just almost sit and wait until you get that first strike. These pitches aren't coming in that fast. It's been a high of 61 or 62 that I've seen so far. There's a curveball, drops to the bottom of the zone at 50. So 2-1 to Hunter. And that one bounces in there. And 3-1 is the count. Oh, because it did bounce, it is going to be a hit batter. So, kind of wondering that. So it did bounce in the dirt and then ended up hitting him. And Hunter is awarded first base. So runner on first. And brings up Granados. Step lead only over there by Hunter. I'm not sure he's going anywhere. And going to throw over to first. And unable to come up with the ball is the first baseman. I think it might have actually hit Hunter in the backside. Caught him leaning, though. Only one step away. There's no reason to try to steal. Let's get this run back. A lot of pitches out there that can be driven. They missed it in the first inning. Pitch coming home. Granados tap foul and out of play. Behind 0-1. Jacek Agnoski is the Whippets pitcher. And coming home. And out in front of that curveball is Granados. He's behind 0-2. Still looking for his first hit on the year. And throw over to first. Hunter back in time. coming home. That is down low and bounces back to the fence. And Hunter will take second on the wild pitch. And Granados is still behind 1-2. But a runner in scoring position for the Pirates. I'm going to look up who the owner was of that Ashley Whippet back in the 70s. I got to look that up. Now it's bugging me. Up high, a ball, even to Granados. 2-2. And that is a ball. So Granados has come back from 0-2 to make it full now. And Granados takes that for a strike. Curveball. So 1 out. And brings up Luis Perez Garcia. Throw back to second. And Hunter is back okay and safe. Alex Stein was the owner. That's who that was. Down low ball. Alex Stein, the owner of Ashley Whippet. He was a male. Claim to fame, first notable disc dog. That's what they called him. And Hunter, headfirst slide down into third. Not really necessary, but jersey, uniform's dirty already. Why not? So 1 out, 2-0 count, and Hunter is down at third. The tying run. And Perez Garcia cannot catch up to that one. 2-1 is the count. Waterloo trying to tie this up in the second. Chase Ring waits on deck. And Perez Garcia pop foul. And going to be caught over there. I thought it was going to get out of play, but drifted over there by the first baseman. Right next to the foul line, if you will, where the fence would be if there was a fence. So 2 outs and a runner on third. And Chase Ring comes up. And Ring, tapper, foul off his foot. He's behind 0-1. And a grounder to second, throws over to first, and Ring is out. So side retired in the second for the Pirates. Hunter is stranded at third. And through 2 innings of play, it is Whitewater 1, Waterloo nothing. Arian's on for his third inning of work. Just going to double check the defensive alignment here for Waterloo to see if there's any changes. And Miles Charlo is the batter, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. And was able to check his swing, 1-1. Don't know who's running the scoreboard. Nobody is right now. It still shows 0-0. And that is in there. 1-2. Curveball misses up high, 2-2. And that's up high, 3-2. And that's up high. Charlo works a walk. Leadoff batter aboard for the Whippets in their half of inning number 3. Brings up Johnny Escobar, second baseman, who made that great play last half inning. First pitch is off of Hunter's glove and back to the fence. And Charlo will take second on the play. That is down low. Ball 2. So as quickly as Arians worked in inning number 2, he's run into some problems here in inning number 3. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Just keep peppering that fastball at the bottom of the zone. And there it is again, and fouled out to right. And that is out of play. Granados given chase, picks it up on the other side of the foul line, and we'll get it back into play. So not afraid to take that outside pitch to right field. 2-2. And that's right on the edge for strike 3 on the first out of inning number 3. Brings up Micah Cartwright, I believe. If he's number 7, that's in there for a strike. And that one is down low. No advance by the Whitewater runner. Even at a ball and a strike. Curveball, actually, fastball up high. 2-1 the count. Arians delivers. That is fouled right past the Waterloo bench. Even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 52 degrees at game time here. Overcast in Waterloo. That's an overthrow stuck in. And the ball comes into the announcing booth here. I'll have to go get that. He's awarded third. And that is in there for strike 3. 2 outs with a runner on third. And we're back to the top of the order in Christian Aranda, who walked his first time up. Arians misses down low, ball 1. And that misses outside, 2-0. Arians' hat has flipped off a couple times. And that's on the inside corner, 2-1. Curveball misses outside. More of a slider, actually. 3-1. And that one is swung on and missed. Full count. And Arians misses that one. So leadoff walk, or top of the order walk, I should say. And runners on the corners with 2 down. And brings up Jacek Agnoski. And he's off with the pitch. And he's going to throw back to the pitcher, and nothing on the move. So second and third with 2 down. Outside, a ball, even at a ball and a strike. Agnoski with a bloop single to right, his first time up. That's on the inside corner. 1-2. And that is foul tipped and into the glove for the completed strikeout. Whippet Strand 2. And through 2.5 innings, it is the Whippets 1 and the Pirates nothing. Due up for the Pirates in inning number 3. Bottom of the order, Leo Rodriguez, then back to the top in Wyatt Toy and Aiden Arians. Well, it wouldn't be Waterloo baseball in the 2025 season without it being close games. Other than a blowout loss to Lakeside Lutheran a week ago, Tuesday, games have been relatively close for the JV team. So Leo Rodriguez, the starting shortstop, stands in and leaves that one alone upstairs to start Pirate inning number 3. That drops in there for a strike. 1-1. That drops in there too at 53. On a curveball, he's behind 1-2. And that same spot at 52. And he's recorded via the strikeout for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order in Wyatt Toy, who walked and got picked off of first his first time up. And curveball at 53. Pirate batters are going to have to move up in the box for that curveball. That's a grounder to second. Escobar has that, and on to first for the second out of the inning. Brings up Arians. Arians is going to stand a little closer to the front of the box. That's what you got to do with these slow pitches. And Arians leaves that one down low, ball one. That is low, ball two. That is in there for a strike. Top of the zone. Arians still ahead, 2-1. And there he found one he liked, but he fouls it off into the stands. And it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sun poking through the clouds here. Not going to stick around for very long. And Arians singles to left field. First hit of the ball game for the Pirates. Nice piece of hitting there by Arians. Brings up Unzueta. And delivers home. Unzueta waits back on that one. A grounder to short. On to first. And kept his foot in the bag. And Unzueta is retired. So a 2-out single by Arians goes for naught. And through 3 innings of play, it is Whitewater 1 and Waterloo nothing. And first pitch is in there for a strike. And the grounder past Rodriguez at short and into left. Leadoff single to start the top of the fourth inning for Whitewater. Brings up Hayden Strong. I got something that was on the back of the mound there. Oh, that was his sliding mitt. And over to throw on to second, not in time with Unzueta covering. So runner on second and nobody out with Armstrong in an 0-1 count, inside a ball. And pop fly out to left. Ring is going to have that one for the first out of the inning. Misses the cutoff in Rodriguez. Nice backup by Unzueta. Third baseman Gavin Smith is the Whitewater hitter now. And that is down at the bottom of the zone for a strike. And on the outside corner, Arians ahead 0-2. And fouled and out of play. We'll do it again at 0-2. And misses at the top of the zone. Good layoff by Smith. And that is tap foul and out of play. Curveball able to check his swing. And it is full count. And that is a shot out to center. Going to fall in front of Toy on that one. Play is going to be at home and no play at the plate. And on the throw home, Smith moves up to second base. So they switch places. And Whitewater with a 2-0 lead. Brings up Colton Hilgen, the center fielder. That's in there for a strike. I think he struck out looking at a pitch on the outside corner he wasn't a fan of the last time. That's a swing and a miss. So Arians ahead 0-2. And he delivers up high a ball. Big secondary lead out there. And misses down low, 2-2. Unzueta sneaking in from second. And that is a swing and a miss. So 2 down with a runner on second. And at the plate now is Jacob Miller. And that is up high, a ball. Smith out there with a big secondary lead. Nobody even paying any attention to him at second. That is inside a ball. 2-0. That is down at the zone. Smith will have third as Hunter couldn't find the ball by his foot. And it's a 3-0 count. Misses inside. 4-pitch walk. Runners on the corners for the Whippets. And we'll have a coaching visit to the mound for Coach Urkel. And he'll bring the entire infield in. Looks like we will have some fielding substitution possibly next half inning. Merkel is over there talking to the team. Due up for the Pirates in the fourth. Looking at 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Peachy, Hunter, and Granados. I don't know when it's going to warm up. I realize it's still April, but lower 50s this ball game again. So Peachy will stand in. He's a comfortable first pitch hitter, I should say. So we'll see if he gets one he likes here. Maybe he can drive it. Some room down left field if he pulls it. And there's that first one, and he did pull it, but he was way out in front of it. He got what he liked. And pulled it foul. And there's another one, but this time fouled off to the right side, right next to the Pirate dugout. He's behind 0-2. Standing in the front of the box. And that is up high ball. 1-2 the count to Peachy. And that is a grounder past third into left field. Peachy on his horse. He's digging for second. He will be in there with a standing double. And the Pirates with something cooking here in inning number 4 with a leadoff. Leadoff hit. Brings up Ryan Hunter. See if we can at least get Peachy over to third with less than 2 outs. And Hunter fouled that one off and into Merkel's hand. Coach Merkel over there and dropped it. 0-1. Peachy pulled that one just past the bag at third. And Hunter tries to wait back on that one and couldn't. And he finds himself in an 0-2 count. And a throw over to second. Peachy back in plenty of time. And Hunter pulls that one foul. He's still in an 0-2 count. Shadows across the right field and right side of the infield. Gonna need to turn the lights on here soon. And the pitch to Hunter is down low and hits him again. Dead ball. Peachy's got to go back to first. So first and second with nobody out. And brings up Emmanuel Granados. Hunter only with a step lead over there. I can't believe he would throw over to first. And Granados leaves that one alone inside a ball. Best scoring chance of the day for the Pirates in this half of inning number 4 with 2 runners aboard and nobody out. Second baseman sneaking over there. Peachy not with that much of a lead, and the pitch is outside. 2-0. And that is up high. 3-0. And Granados with a 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded with nobody out in the 4th. And brings up Chase Ring. And we will have a coaching visit to the mound here quickly for the Whippets. An infield huddle. So Perez Garcia with a chance here to do some damage with bases loaded and nobody out. In the Pirate half of inning number 4, opening pitch is grounder to third. Going to come home. Peachy is safe and goes up against the backstop. Hunter is going to come home. He's going to try to score, and he is safe under the tag. And runners move up to second and third. And just like that, Waterloo is within a run. Hunter able to get under that tag. It was close play at the plate. So called Perez Garcia safe on the fielder's choice when trying to get Peachy out at home. And swung on and missed by Ring. He's behind 0-1. And he moves up to second on the fielder's choice to home plate to try to get Hunter out. And Granados will move from first to third on the same fielder's choice plays. And down low to Ring, 2-1. And Ring leaves that one alone, 3-1. And Ring shoots that one over to second base. Fumbled over there at second, and this game is tied. Granados comes in to score. E4 on the play over there. It was a tough play. He had a runaways. Maybe we'll call that an infield single. We'll see. But runners are on first and third. Still nobody out. And it is a 3-3 ball game. And Rodriguez gets plunked. And bases will be loaded now, and back to the top of the order in Wyatt Toy. Pirates already with 3 in the inning, looking for an even bigger inning. Up high, ball. Yeah, we're going to need to get some lights on here shortly, I think. And pitch inside to Toy, and he's hit. And the Pirates will plate another run, and they will take a lead, 4-3. Get an RBI the hard way. Get hit. And Arian stands in. That pitch is high, gloved in the webbing by the catcher. Out high, outside the ball, 2-0. And down low, stopped there by Armstrong. But it's a 3-0 count to Arians. And that is up high. And Arians will walk. And the Pirates will plate another run. It is now 5-3. And that will be it for Agnoski on the mound. Still responsible for the 3 hitters on base. But there will be a pitching change here for the Whippets. And we'll be back right after this. So this might just be a straight switch between Agnoski and the extra hitter, Miller. He's now on the mound, number 18. Unless Agnoski has moved somewhere else. I don't see him out on the field. He'd be number 11. I do see him out there, so who did he replace at what position? So he takes over at first, and Christian Aranda has moved to center. And it looks like Colton Hilgen. Well, he moved to left. So Micah Cartwright. Number of changes here for the Whippets in this half inning. And brings up AJ Unzueta. And that is up high ball. And that is at the lower bottom of the corner. And AJ even at a ball and a strike. Still nobody out here for the Pirates in the fourth. And that is down low. 2-1. Curveball down low. 3-1. Rodriguez, Toy, and Arians, your base runners, with a 3-1 count to Unzueta. And he grounds one to third, gloved over there at third, on to first, and that gets by the first baseman and out of play. Rodriguez on the play comes in to score. Toy comes in from second. Force is recorded at third base. So 2 more in the inning. And runners on second and third with 1 out. And brings up Avery Peachy, who started this inning with a double to left. And Peachy pops that one up. Who's going to want it? It's the catcher who's drifting and falls to the turf. Armstrong can't come up with it. Peachy takes his bat all the way down to first base with him. So we're going to have a quick visit to the mound internally here. Don't know what this is for. They're going to look at situational pitching to Peachy, to knowing that first base is open, to not try to pitch around him. Oh, 1 count to Peachy. That is outside a ball off the heel of the catcher's glove, but not far enough for Arians to try to score. It's 1-1. Scoreboard only shows 6-3, but I think 2 runs came in to score. And that is at the bottom of the zone. Snap throw down to third. Gets out of play. I think Peachy was in the box when that hit him. It's pretty hard to throw around him. That's right. Toy was retired at third base. So there is only one out. There was only 1 run that came in to score. So 1-2 to Peachy. And that, I don't know how it missed him. Went inside. Arians stays at third, excuse me. 2-1 count. And Peachy follows that one straight back. 2-2. And Peachy follows that one back, and he's still in it. Staying alive. 2-2 count. Pirates was 6 in the inning, looking for more. And that is a curveball. Bounced in, gets past the catcher. And Arians will score. Ball is out of play. So runner on third with only 1 out. And a full count to Peachy. And Peachy pops that one over first. Is it going to fall? It will fall. He's going to hold at first. And Unzueta comes in to score, and it's 8-3. little bloop single along the line over there. And Peachy aboard for his second time today. 2 for 3. So Waterloo has batted around. And still only 1 out. With Ryan Hunter at the plate. And bounces in there for a ball. Not much of a threat for Peachy to steal, I wouldn't think. 8 big runs in the 4th. Peachy with a good lead over there, though. And pitch gets past the catcher, and Peachy will take second on the play. And he's looking at taking third. I don't know what he was thinking, trying to take third. I mean, I know it was a little lackadaisical play back here by the catcher, but why try to take another base? I mean, yeah, you're up 8 to 3, but come on. So base is empty and 2 down. 2-0 count to Hunter. Down low. 3-0. And that's in there for a strike at 68. Hunter still ahead, 3-1. Base is empty. And Hunter with a shot out to right center. And that is over the right fielder's head. Hunter digging for second. Throw coming on, and he will be safe in there standing. 2-out double for Hunter. And brings up Granados, who walked earlier this inning. So a nice substitution here so Hunter can get his gear on. Sawyer Tobias. Back on the baseball field. Oh. And with all the action out there, Sawyer induces a balk out there, and he will take third. Sawyer Tobias with a leg injury last year lost most of the season. And this year started it on the injured list by breaking his wrist. And that is up high to Granados. 1-0. So it's nice to see Tobias back on the field, even if it's just in a pinch running role. I'm guessing he might end up on the field here at some point. And Granados swung on. And could be fair, foul, just lands foul. Just to the right of the foul line. One count to Granados. And that gets by the catcher. And Tobias will come in to score. And that makes it 9-3. Two-one count to Granados. Swung on and tapped foul and on a play. 2-2 count to Granados. Scoreboard shows 10. I have 9. Must I missed one somewhere. And Granados swung on and missed. Dropped third strike. They need to and Granados is safe at first on a drop at first base by the first baseman. So a good hustle down there to first to keep this inning going. Brings up Dylan Rufner, pinch hitter for Luis Perez. That pitch gets by. Wild pitch. Granados with a big turn, but will hold at second. So Rufner pinch hitting for Perez Garcia. That pitch is down low. Game Changer has it as 9-3, and that's what I have it as too. So we'll stay with that. And Rufner leaves that one alone, and it's in there for a strike. 2-1. Two and one to Rufner. And that is a tapper to third. Picks and throws to first to retire Rufner. And that ends the inning. But Waterloo sends 13 to the plate. And plate's 9. Through 4 innings of play, they lead it 9-3. I have another number of defensive substitutions here for you for Waterloo and some movement. Aiden Arians is done on the mound today, allowing those 3 runs. Replacing him will be A.J. Unzueta on the mound. Pitched earlier against Waukesha South this season, had a good outing. Dylan Rufner, pinch hitter for Perez Garcia, takes over for Peachy at first. Second base, Aiden Arians takes over for Unzueta. Shortstop, as I indicated earlier, Sawyer Tobias, I figured the pinch runner was going to come into play, and he's in at shortstop. And your third baseman is now Avery Peachy. Your outfield remains unchanged with Ring, Toy, and Granados, as well as Ryan Hunter still behind the plate. So leaving this game is Leo Rodriguez and Luis Perez Garcia. And entering is Sawyer Tobias and Dylan Rufner. So let's see if we can keep the momentum going that we built in the bottom of the 4th on offense and turn this into some defense. Swung on and missed. 78 on the gun from Unzueta. And down low, even now to Escobar, 1-1. And into Hunter's glove and out of it. 2-1 count. And Unzueta up high. 3-1. Whippets need base runners. Had leadoff batters aboard in 3 of the 4 innings. And that is high and tight. And that is another opening batter that has reached base. This is the 3rd one via the base on balls. Brings up Micah Cartwright. Couple step lead over there by Escobar. Cartwright fouls that ball back into the fence. And Unzueta ahead, 0-1. Riffner still holding Escobar on first. No bunt here. Pitches down low, a ball. Even at 1-1. And Unzueta, 67 mile an hour over the plate, and Cartwright couldn't catch up to it. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, and swung on and off of Hunter's mask. We'll do it again at 1-2. Escobar, the runner at first. Not much indication he's going to steal. He holds, and Cartwright comes up empty. So the Whippet lineup will turn over and back to the top. And Christian Aranda. And Unzueta misses outside with that curveball. And that is fouled and off the pavilion roof. Nope, didn't quite make it there. Off the steps. The cement steps over here. 1-1. Down low, a ball. 2-1. Waterloo fans, about 25 here. Braving the 50-degree weather. Minus the sun. Down at the bottom of the zone. That time he catches it. And it's even at 2-2. And curveball in there for a strike at 63. So 2 down with a runner on first. Brings up Egnoski, who moved to first base after he was pulled as the pitcher. And that is a grounder to third. And off of Peachy's glove into foul territory. And runners are now aboard at first and second with 2 down. And Tapper foul for Brady Friend. Looking for baseballs, we are. Misses outside a ball, 1-1. And Unzueta delivers, and that is a shot out to right. Granados catches up to that before he gets to the foul line for the third out of the inning. So Whitewater strands 2 and fails to score in inning number 5, and the Pirates still lead it 9-3. So Braden Sayer now into the game for the Pirates. He's ahead 2-0. In there for a strike. Still ahead with a 2-1 count. And that gets back to the fence. And it will be 3-1. 3-1, I should say. And with a grounder over to third. And on to first for the out. Nice try over there by Sayer. And brings up Tobias. Sawyer Tobias, excuse me. took over at short for Rodriguez last half inning. And he sees that one and fouls that one straight back into the fence. Don't know what happened there. Tobias comes up empty. 1-2 count. And Tobias fouls that one just over the Waterloo dugout. Pirate player giving chase and bounced off his hand. Aiden Arians. It was in his left hand. He's not on the mound anymore either, so I guess he's going to be all right. We'll do it again at 1-2. And down low. 2-2. And Tobias with a shot to third. Misplayed over there, over to first, and throws it over the line. That is out of play. Tobias will be awarded second automatically. So Brody Shaner taking over for Wyatt Toy at the top of the order. And that's inside to Shaner. And that is down low and outside. So the bench has been emptied for the Pirates. And that is outside a ball, 3-0. Shaner with a chance to get on base here and give Arians something to hit at. And that is low and outside. Shaner walks. So runners on first and second with one down. And Arians, your batter. Up high to him, ball one. Ooh. Got frozen by that one a little bit. 1-1. And Arians with a shot out to right. Going to be caught out there by the right fielder. Throws to first. But Shaner's back in time. So just a line out to right. And brings up Unzueta with two down. And two runners aboard. And that bounces in there low, ball one. Unzueta with a shot out to right. Right fielder coming in off the heel of his glove. Tobias will come in to score. Shaner will move up to third. And another run in. And it is 10-3. Brings up Peachy now, who's 2 for 3 today. Runners on first and third. Down low a ball. Peachy with a bloop single to right his last time up. Was thrown out at third, trying to turn a wild pitch from a one base advance to a two base advance, and was thrown out at third and is outside a ball, 2-0. If Peachy were to reach, Ryan Hunter waits on deck. 2-0 to Peachy. Good count here for him. Doubled earlier in this, actually, in last inning as well. Off with a pitch. And that is a line shot out to center. Going to turn the center fielder around, but caught out there. Unzueta was stealing on that pitch, hit and run with 2 outs. And the Pirates go. The Pirates end their half of inning number 5. They plate one more. And we're headed to the 6th with the Pirates leading 10-3. So defensive movement. Shaner moves out to right, and Granados moves to center. So that will close the book on Toy. So your outfield is Sayer, Granados, and Shaner. Infield remains unchanged from last half inning for the Pirates. Unzueta's first pitch is down low, taken for a ball. And that is up high, a ball. Armstrong, Smith, and Hilgen, 4, 5, and 6, due up for the Whippets. Taken for a strike at 68 on the corner. And that is popped and out of play off the roof of the pavilion. Two-two count. Curveball misses. Down low. Full count. And that is a grounder to short. Gloved over there by Tobias and on to first for the first out of the inning. So Armstrong is retired. Brings up Gavin Smith. Misses down low, ball one. And a shot out to right, or left, excuse me. Sayer won't catch up to that one. And he gets it in to Tobias. And a 1-out double. So Colton Hilgen will stand in now. For 2 with 2 strikeouts so far today. And Unzueta starts him off with a strike, 0-1. Only 4 hits so far managed by the Whippets. 5 big walks, though. A couple of those have come around to score. And Arians. Ooh, pickoff move. But Smith able to get back under the tag. There, Waterloo crowd thought he was picked off. And Unzueta delivers and fouled. And out of play. Hilgen 0 for 2, or 0 and 2, I should say. He's also 0 for 2, as I said earlier. Smith at second with 1 out. Delivers, curveball, misses inside, down and low. 1-2. Light still not turned on yet. Unzueta delivers down low, 2-2. Throw back over to second, Smith back in time. Two-two count. Unzueta delivers and popped over to first. Rufner will drop that in foul territory. And it's just a foul ball. Peachy not paying any attention, not expecting Rufner to throw it over to third, and he gets hit in the shoulder. And we'll do it at 2-2 again. Curveball misses down low. Run at 3-2. And Unzueta will step off and we'll get a new sign. He's got the one he likes now. Sets and throws and fouled out of play again. Stays alive at 3-2. And a grounder to second. Arians has that one on to first to retire Hilgen. Smith moves up to third on the play. But two down, and Jacob Miller will stand in. And that gets by Hunter, but not far enough for Smith to try to score. 1-0. Mueller, who has struck out and walked in this game so far, 0 for 1. In there for a strike. One and one. And that's at the letters for another strike. He's ahead 1-2. Curveball down low, swung on, and will throw over to first to finish the drop third strike. And the Whippets failed to score in their half of inning number 6. Strand a runner on third. Through 5.5, Pirates still lead it 10-3. New pitcher on for the Whippets, Gavin Smith. Five, 6, and 7. Hunter, Granados, and Rufner due up for the Pirates. One run and we can get out of here. Oh, it's not 8-run rule after 6? 10 runs regardless of inning. Ah, well, okay. I'm back in my NL and Teener League days. There we go. That's all right. That lineup sounds like 3 runs anyway. First pitch to Hunter is down low, a ball. And Hunter fouls that one and off the pavilion roof. And down low to Hunter, 2-1. He's still ahead. And that's over Hunter's head. He's ahead 3-1. Granados will retrieve that. That's up high to Hunter. Opening batter walk. Finally get to turn the tables on that one. As the Whippets have had 3 out of their 6 innings in opening inning walk. Hunter only with about a step lead over there at first. Don't expect him to be off with the first pitch, and he's not. He's holding. Grounder to second, gloved over there. Escobar trying to glove it at second base. Hunter trying to take an inside approach to get out of his way. And they both went inside on the grass. And Escobar took the worst of that. So Pirates with runners on first and second and nobody out. So Escobar will stay in the game. Brings up Rufner. First pitch to him is outside a ball. Two and 0 to Rufner. And that is an overthrow against the fence. Runners will move up 90 feet. Still nobody out. So 3-0 to Rufner. He's been known to swing 3-0 before. Can't believe he would be in this situation. It didn't matter anyway. That was pretty high. And he's hustling down to first, but he's got nowhere else to go after he gets there. So bases loaded and nobody out. Brings up Braden Sayer. And inside to Sayer, a ball. Got hit on the wrist last week. Thursday in Poinette. Ended up coming out of the game. And that pitch is outside 2-0. So Smith with little trouble here in his first inning of work. And that is in there for a strike. Sayer takes it, but he's still ahead 2-1. And that one is also in there for a strike, even now at 2-2. Infield in, looking to cut down that lead run at the plate. Rufner with a huge lead over at first. And popped up and out of play. Sayer stays alive. We'll do it again at 2-2. That is inside, full count. Nowhere to put him with nobody out, and bases full of Pirates. And Sayer leaves that one alone right down the middle for the first out. So bases still loaded, brings up Sawyer Tobias. Who pinch ran and then came on to hit and then play short. Pitch outside a ball to him. And up high to Tobias. He's ahead 2-0. And up high 3-0. Pirates with 9 big runs in the 4th inning to bust this game wide open after trailing 3-0. Sent 13 batters to the plate in that inning, and up high to Tobias. He'll walk and get the free RBI as Hunter trots home to score. And the Pirates lead at 11-3. Brings up Brody Shaner, who takes that opening pitch for a strike. Oh, swung on and missed. Actually, a foul tip. He's behind 0-2. And overthrow back to the fence. Granados will come in to score, and he is out at the plate. Possibly a head-first slide, he would have been safe. But the second out made at the plate. Other runners move up 90 feet, second and third with 2 down. And a 1-2 count to Shaner. And that is on the inside corner, strike 3. And the Pirates are turned away in the 6th. They plate 1, strand 2, and through 6 innings of play, it's the Pirates 11 and the Whippets 3. Last half inning for the Whippets. They'll need 8 for this game to continue after this half inning. Eight, 9, and 10 due up in their half of inning number 7. Charlo, Escobar, and Cartwright. Lights have yet to be turned on here in Sklitsky Field. We'll turn up the brightness here a little bit on the camera. Opening pitch is inside a ball to Charlo. That also misses. He's behind 2-0. That's up high, 3-0. That is foul tipped. And into the on-deck circle of the Pirates. 3-1 with the next pitch. That's in there on the corner at 68. Full count. And that is inside a ball. So for the fourth time in 7 innings, the leadoff man walks for the Whippets. And in there to Escobar for a strike. Six total walks issued between the two Pirate pitchers. And hits the outside corner at. He's ahead 0-2. A.J. Unzueta delivers and hits the outside corner for strike 3. Unzueta's 4th strikeout of the game. Brings up Cartwright. Who has struck out 2 times already today, and he's in an 0-1 hole. And misses up high. Even at a ball and a strike. Charlo with only about a step and a half lead over at first. Unzueta delivers home and grounder to third. Peachy will take the lead runner at second, and Cartwright will be safe at first on the fielder's choice. So the lineup for the Whippets will turn over. And back to the top in Christian Aranda. .70 miles an hour right down the middle for Unzueta. He's ahead 0-1. And a curveball to Tobias onto first. And Rufner puts it away for the 3rd out of the 7th inning and the game. So the Pirates' big inning, as I said earlier, 9 runs in the 4th to bust this game wide open, and they win it today. Waterloo JV Pirates 11 and the Whitewater Whippets JV 3. Waterloo will be at home again tomorrow. JV will be playing at the high school, and varsity will be here at Sklitsky Field, though both those games start at 5 o'clock. And the next game for the Whitewater Whippets, the JV team, will be in Elkhorn on Wednesday to take on the Elks. But this game is over, And your score again, Waterloo 11 and Whitewater 3. So long, everybody.